Hello, hello. Welcome back to the A-Listers podcast, a podcast where we review movies, usually movies that are recently come out in AMC theaters, because we're a couple A-Listers. My name is Catherine Rowe, and I'm back with my co-host, Jahsleighe Rochelle. Jahsleighe, how are you doing this week? What's your Oscar of the week? What's your Razzie of the week?
Hello, Catherine. I am doing just splendid. Holly and jolly, even though it's not Christmas time. I would say my Oscar of the week is, well, as you know, a couple days ago was Valentine's Day. Yes, and so I'm a little festive. I'm trying to think of alliteration. I'm a festive female, and so I like to put out candy for people who live like on my floor because I'm kind of like in the front compared to like my New York apartment where I was like in the back corner. I'm kind of at the front. And so I like to put out like little candy like in a little bowl for like people passing by. So but anyway, so I put out some little chocolates for Valentine's Day. Look, prepackaged.
So
All of my candy is prepackaged because I don't want them to be like, what did she do to it? But so on Valentine's Day night, somebody knocked on my door, and I was like, "This is not for me." Like there was a party. I think my neighbors were having a party, so I was like, maybe they got the address wrong. I wanted to be like, "Party's next door," but then they knocked again, and I was like, "Okay." And so I get up. And it was one of my neighbors, and she gave me a Sephora gift card, and she was like, "Just thank you so much for like always putting candy out. Like that's so sweet."
That's cute.
I know, and it was like, "Oh, thank you." I was like, "You're welcome." So yeah, so that was definitely my Oscar. My kind of my Razzie though was that I saw a lot of my neighbors on Valentine's Day, and like a lot of them saw me coming in and out, which I didn't want. Like I just want to be incognito. Like they're like, "Oh, you're the girl." They're like, "You're the person who keeps putting out the candy." They're like, "Thank you so much." I'm like, I don't want you to know it's me. So
You want to be like Santa Claus.
yes, yeah, just like leave the milk and cookies and like go. But so that was my Oscar and kind of my Razzie of the week. How about you?
I like how your Razzie is just making friends with your neighbors. You don't want to befriend your community.
No, it's like I have another Razzie if that one doesn't count. But no, it's like I would leave and they'd be like, "Oh hey." One girl though, I'm pretty sure she was like walking towards the candy bowl and she kind of like detoured and I was like, "No, like come get some." It's like I know, but
Yeah, that would be me. I'd be like, "Oh, I'm walking somewhere
no,
else."
it's like come get another one. Like if you don't eat them, I have them just laying around in my apartment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, you're so sweet.
try.
What's your Rotten Tomato score for the week then?
Oh, my Rotten Tomato score of the week. I'm a bit sleepy, so we're going to go with an 87. How about that?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's not bad. Not
It's
bad.
not bad at all. Not bad at all.
My week has also gone pretty well, gone pretty good. I also celebrated Valentine's Day. That was probably my Oscar as well. We went and did a massage, which was really nice. And I was telling you a little bit about before the pod, but it was my first like full body massage, so I didn't really know what to expect. But it was really nice. It was just really relaxing, and it felt really good. And then my Razzie of the week actually happened today / last night. My work sent me some stuff for work in the mail, and somebody stole it, and so that was really frustrating.
No.
Yeah, someone straight up just took the I either or the person didn't deliver it correctly. I'm not sure.
Was it like
but-
merch?
No, it was something. It was expensive. Yeah, so I was like messaging our IT guy about it. But it's okay. They're gonna like replace it. It was like luckily through Amazon, and Amazon's pretty good about like if something didn't get to. Because I was like, I don't know if it didn't get delivered like correctly or not. Because I never got buzzed for it at all. Like never even knew there was like a package coming for me that day. So that was a little bit frustrating. I mean, it's like a common thing in New York for stuff to like not get delivered or to get stolen. But usually I like as soon as I have something there, I go get it. So.
Same.
But yeah, it was a little frustrating. But overall, like literally other than that, I've been having a really, really good week.
Nice.
So yeah, probably like a 90, honestly.
Ooh, 90. We should do like movies that are like in the 90s, movies that are in the 80s. So
that's fun. Yeah. Do you want to do like movies from the 90s or like a movie that got a percentage? Like a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, you mean?
90%. So like if I'm saying I'm having a Bride Wars week, you know.
That's like maybe let's get off the pod and chat a little bit.
No, it's like I'm being dramatic. My week was really fine because Bride Wars definitely deserves to have higher than a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes, but you know.
That's so true. Well, then mine would be like a movie that was going really well and then the very end of it just was terrible. That's really fun. I'll have to look that up next time. No, I think that's really fun. No, I really like that, actually. It's too late now. You already said it.
You really don't have to. That's
too late. But yeah, so good week so far for me. What show or movie have you been watching outside of the one that we watched this week?
Yeah, I went to the movies last night, and I watched Crime 101. Which was actually pretty good. I really enjoyed it. So I don't know if I enjoyed it just because like, so I told you a little earlier, but like I went to go see it right after work. And so like my showtime was at 7:30 and I thought that I was going to have some time to like go to Target, get some snacks and then go. But I actually ended up showing up a little late because I had to work a little later. And I just had a good time chugging down my chicken fingers. That was my dinner. And just watching Chris Hemsworth on screen.
There it is.
Yeah. Okay, to be honest, at first I was like, oh, he's Australian in this movie. No, he's supposed to be American. So, you know, just it's fine. It's switched back and forth.
Yeah. You don't go see Chris Hemsworth for his accent work, you know? It's like
I was like, oh, that's so nice. He's Australian. Then I was like, oh, I think he's supposed to be. And then he was like, at one point, they were like, where are you from? He's like, LA. I'm like, But, you know, I don't spend that much time in LA, so I don't really know how they talk, you know?
You would think that sometimes they would just make the character like why couldn't they just be like, oh, I was born in Australia but I moved to America when I was young, you know? It's like just give a little explanation if like the actor's not doing a good job.
Well, in his case he was supposed to be like a crime, what is it called, like a robber in a way,
a thief.
So I feel like thief. Thank you. So I feel like if he had an Australian accent, the police could be like, the thief has an Australian accent. So he had to be from LA. It's part of the story. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. No one's perfect. Yeah, but it was actually pretty good. I would suggest you to watch it. And I'm trying to think what else I've been watching. On Valentine's Day, I was actually kind of like dilly-dallying and did a lot of things. So I actually didn't watch too much TV. I did start The Vow, which I talked about wanting to watch. What about you? What are you watching?
Yeah, I actually watched a lot this weekend. It was kind of like a movie weekend for me. Valentine's Day, you'd be proud. I did watch some romance. The first one that I watched is an early 2000s lesbian rom-com called Debs. It's very cheesy. It has very bad effects. It's almost like Spy Kids in genre in nature. But I just think it's really fun, and I showed it to Amanda, so it was fun to watch. And then I watched Ghost for the very first time on Saturday. I had never seen that. That's not a rom-com. It's like a dram, mystery, supernatural thriller. There's a lot going on in it. But I actually really liked that as well. I didn't know Whoopi Goldberg was in it, and that's what she won her Oscar. Yeah.
I need to watch that.
I know. I was texting you about it. Tony Goldwyn from Scandal is in it. He looks good. The main guy looks really good in it too. That's a good one. I really liked it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Side note, Whoopi Goldberg has an EGOT, which is just kind of...
It's impressive.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize she was in... I mean, I didn't really know anything about Ghost other than, like, there's a pottery scene where they listen to that one song. And that's really all I knew about it going into it. So, but yeah, I watched that. And then my favorite watch of the week was I watched Sentimental Value over the weekend as well. Because we talked a little bit about doing an Oscars catch up, and that was my Oscar catch up of the week. And I really liked it. I gave it a 4.5 stars on Letterboxd, but honestly, it might be 5 stars. It was really, really good. It made me really emotional.
So are you pulling for it to win Best Picture?
I think I am. I was looking back at it, and I was like, it might be like my favorite of them.
Over One Battle After Another and Sinners?
Yes.
Wow. During Black History Month, Catherine?
Okay.
Wow.
It's like, you haven't seen it. You don't know who's in it. I would be very happy if Sinners won. That's probably like my number 2.
Mm-hmm. She's trying to save herself. Okay,
yeah, okay,
sure.
Relax. Or I wouldn't be upset if One Battle After Another won, but like Sentimental Value is definitely my number 1. So
okay,
yeah,
it's okay. It's fine. You are who you are.
There you go. Yeah, it was really good. I would definitely recommend it.
Nice. Okay. Well, yeah, I am behind on my movie watching, so I need to get on it. Yeah. Sorry, I'll get on it. Well, I'm not trying to watch everything. I think I mainly just want to watch Sentimental Value. Debating on Frankenstein. I think I'm going to try to watch Frankenstein just because it's just on Netflix. And then I have Secret Agent. Yeah. I may watch that, but the main one I want to watch is Cinema.
Yeah, it's good. You gotta put your phone down and sit in it. I can't even.
Oh, really? See, AMC, you should have a showtime. Okay, random question. And if it's too personal, you can say I don't want to answer it. What is your screen time? What's your average screen time?
Ooh, I just recently turned it on and set my screen time limits on. So I don't know what I usually average, just like overall. But I put like an hour on all my social media, or I think I put 30 minutes on Instagram, and then on TikTok and Twitter I put like an hour. So I know that like my social media is usually under 3 hours. So
what about overall?
Maybe like 5. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. Right.
5 or 6. I don't know. The other thing is I don't always pay attention to what my general screen time is, because like when I'm at the gym I have my phone open the whole time because I'm on an app, or even when we're recording I have my phone open looking at our notes for it. So there's like some stuff like that where I just leave my phone open, because I remember the first week that I had set it like 2 weeks ago, I went and looked at it and there was like one day that I had like 9 or 10 hours on there, and I went and looked at it. It was because I had my phone open for like 2 hours, but I wasn't looking at it. I had it like open for something, like it was playing a YouTube video or something. So I just kind of like set my screen time limits on my social media and then just go from there.
Okay. Yeah. What about you? It's usually around 5 or 6. I like to keep it 4 or below. Lately it has been like 5 or 6. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm trying to get it back down.
Do you have any limits on your social media? Or
I did, but to be honest, I would ignore them. Yeah. I'm like, I don't care. Yeah. But I have like my own limits. So like, yeah, that I do. We can go into a deep dive later, but yeah.
See, I kind of like the limits because it makes me, I feel like it helps me tell if I'm doing a good job, because lately I've been hitting a lot of my limits at the end of the day, and I feel like that's nice. Like around like 10 o'clock when I'm getting ready for bed is usually when I'm hitting it, and that makes me feel good. Because I'm like, oh, I was, but if I hit it at like 5 p.m. or 4, I'm like, wow, like this is,
Yeah.
this
Be
is a
10
fun, heavy
a.m.
day.
Like, one time I had the limits on, and I hit it at like maybe 1 a.m. because like the so that's why I turned them off. I was like, no, I haven't even went to sleep yet.
Yeah. Sometimes it is a little rude when you're in the middle and they're like, oh, you got 5 minutes left, and you're like, oh, excuse me. I paid for this phone, didn't I? Like,
it's like, no, I need to watch the rest of the series. Like, what do you mean? Okay, but sorry. Thank you for answering. A little side note there.
Yeah, I definitely thought it was going to be more personal than what it was, but okay.
I mean, some people's screen time is literally like, some people can be like 12 hours. And I'm like, you're not even sleeping that much. You're not. This is no shade to anybody whose screen time is 12 hours.
No shade. We're going to hold each other responsible for our bad habits. Like, 12 is a lot. 12 is a lot.
Yeah. It
like
is. I think I saw the craziest was like 18. And I was like, so you all day you have that phone on.
Yeah. There's nothing that exciting. Like are you watching TV on it? Are you watching YouTube? Like,
some people are just addicted. I like, it's like sometimes it's just second nature. I'm like, oh, my phone, my phone. But anyway.
Yeah.
But we are not a screen time podcast. We are a movie
We're a
podcast.
movie. So, movie news for this week. The first Black Panther movie turned 8 years old. It was an 8-year anniversary this month.
Yeah.
And we celebrated that by not watching it again.
Wow. Second strike.
Did you rewatch it?
I rewatched it during Black History Month. I rewatched it a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, Catherine, second strike.
Maybe I will rewatch it.
But I did listen to the soundtrack. I listened to the soundtrack on the birthday, and part of me was kind of getting a little emotional. Like, I just kind of like thought about, like, I don't know, but like I saw a picture that came up on my Time Hop too. Was like 8 years ago, and I like literally wore like a Black Panther sweater, like not necessarily like associated with the movie. It was just a sweater with a Black Panther on it. Yeah, and I just thought about like all the memories of like people going to see it, how many times people went to go see it. Then I also thought about Chadwick. Yeah, and I was like, am I getting emotional? It was also the first time that I saw Winston Duke. So I got a little emotional. But yeah, big movie. And I think I started to do a Marvel marathon after Black Panther.
Back in college?
Yeah.
Maybe. No. I don't remember what kicked you off, but you did do that for a while.
It was you and Kiara.
Yeah.
Black Panther came out in 2018. Marvel. I started the marathon in like 2019.
Yeah.
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah. And how far did you make it?
The thing is, it's kind of like quality over quantity. How far did I make it, or how much do I remember?
How much do you remember? 0.
Because I've
seen Marvel movies with you, and I know that your knowledge of them is 0.
So it's like,
yeah, that's okay. Maybe we'll do a Marvel rewatch for the pod. You never know.
Yeah, Doomsday is coming out at the end of this year.
Jahsleighe, I don't know if we can watch that movie on the pod if you haven't seen the other ones. I don't.
Yes, yeah, I've seen Avengers. I've seen Avengers Endgame. Come on, no.
You know what?
I have knowledge.
Maybe that would be really fun because I know a lot about Marvel and you don't. So I think maybe that's the perfect two ends of what the audience would be. So we can both. This is perfect.
Yeah, but first of all, don't say I don't know anything about Marvel. I know Marvel.
Okay.
Ask me a question right now to guess my knowledge.
Who does Robert Downey Jr. play?
Iron Man. Don't try me. Don't try me. Okay.
Who is Thor's love interest?
And the real life actress is Tessa Thompson. Correct? No? It's not her?
No.
She's in that movie.
She is in the movies. Yeah.
Wait, no. No, it's Natalie Portman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's her character's name, though?
Mm-hmm. Natalie Portman's character. Don't do that.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, wait, now it makes sense when because Chris Hemsworth, he kissed, he ended up kissing his wife on one of the Thor movies. And it makes sense because I was like, how did they make his wife look like Tessa Thompson? But Tessa Thompson wasn't the love interest. Natalie Portman was the love interest.
Yeah.
I think there was like scheduling conflicts with like him or Natalie Portman. So that's why they brought in his wife to do the kissing scene. Okay. Now
You're looking at pictures of his wife and you're like, I don't think.
Yeah, I was like, I told you that earlier and I was like, I don't know. But now I'm like, wait, no, because Natalie Portman is the love interest.
Yeah. Tessa Thompson's character is also not straight in those movies, so.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. You're really hitting a double. See, this is your two strikes today. It's not June yet, but it's coming up.
Oh, okay.
But on today's podcast, we're talking about a movie that just came out, but the story has been around for a long time. I don't know what the year anniversary for that would be, but this week we watched Wuthering Heights. And this movie, technically this is what this movie is about, but tragedy strikes when Heathcliff falls in love with Katherine Earnshaw, a woman from a wealthy family in 18th century England. What is this movie actually about? We'll talk about that. But this movie got a 61% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 79% on Popcorn Meter. Does that feel accurate to you? Does that feel high to you? Does that feel low? What do you think? What did you think about the movie?
Okay, so for context, like Marvel, I did not read the book. I have no knowledge of the book. When I first saw the previews, I was like, did not know there was a book. Catherine, you did read the book, right?
I read the book in high school. I did not like it in high school. And then this past week, I was rereading it via audiobook. And I got like halfway through it. But that's actually all that's happened because this movie only covers half of the book. So I am going to finish the rest of it. But
wait, this movie only covers half of the book?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Oh, wow. And it was like 2 hours long.
I know. Yeah. But yeah, so I don't love the book. That was my context going into the movie.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, overall, I didn't mind the movie. I thought of it kind of as like an emo Bridgerton.
Okay.
Like literally I was watching it and I was kind of like, I will say though, piggybacking to like the Marvel movies and me just like not know what was going on, the first kind of like 15-20 minutes I was like, I really need to start like doing a bit of research of what I'm going to go see because I'm like I have no idea what I got myself into. So I did kind of think about that.
You know, normally, yes. For this movie, I'm not sure if the creative team behind it did any research either. So I think that you were okay. So, I mean, I can go ahead and talk about that a little bit if you want me to.
Yeah.
Just the top. So the book is written by Emily Bronte, one of the Bronte sisters. And I didn't realize this. I was looking at some of their stuff, and this was the only book that she published. She had like a, I think like another shared book with some of her sisters that was like some poetry. But her and her sisters are so famous, and most of them only published one or a couple of books. This was Emily Bronte's only book that she published. She published it under a male name. They all published all of their books under male names. But it was her only book that she published, which is really impressive. Like to have one book and to have it be Wuthering Heights and to still be a book to this day is crazy.
She died when she was 31, right?
Yes, I I know that at least two of them died pretty young, and I want to say
Yeah.
the third one also. I think that's probably why they didn't release more books. But
I know that because I think I saw like a post, but it was like Emily Bronte died at 31 from tuberculosis, yet this movie was the worst thing that happened to her. So
hey, an informative hater comment and one that I agree with, maybe.
I was like, ouch.
But the book itself, it is very well written, not criticizing her at all. The characters are written to be, in my perspective, unlikable characters, and I don't think that Heathcliff's and Catherine's relationship and love story is meant to be like romanticized and meant to be like one to aspire to. I don't like individually they're unlikable, and I just don't think that their love story is meant. Like, I don't know, it's not meant to be like an idolized one. And I think that this movie made it into one. And I also think that the director, who I know we're going to talk about a little bit, Emerald Fennell, did not understand Heathcliff's character, or maybe just had some interesting casting with Jacob Elordi, because Heathcliff in the books is and for context, this book is all told through Nellie's perspective. Nellie is telling the story secondhand to the housemaid is telling the story secondhand to someone. So Wuthering Heights the book starts with someone coming there to be a tenant and is like, what's going on with these people? And she the whole story is told from her. So it's kind of like unreliable narrator, some stuff. But Heathcliff's character is very abusive at different times. He has like a really bad temper. He can be very, I mean, they talk about it in the movie, but he can be very like cold and unfeeling. And I think that the movie kind of makes that like, not like, I don't know exactly the word I'm looking for, but like romanticize is the only word I can think about that, and kind of makes it like, yeah, I don't know, like makes it as like, ooh, like he's a moody like male character, and like, you know, he's so tall and all this, and like in the books I don't think that he's supposed to be like that, and neither is Catherine's character. Catherine's character is supposed to be like spoiled and difficult. So I think the book is really well written. I don't personally like it, and I just don't think that the director did a good job of portraying it. So, but speaking of the director, do you want to talk about her?
Yes. So Emerald Fennell, which now that I'm looking at her name, Emerald, I kind of like the name Emerald.
That's a nice name.
Yeah. Jots that down. She is the director of Saltburn. Did you see Saltburn?
I did see Saltburn.
Okay, she's the director of Saltburn. I think her directorial debut was Promising Young Woman, which I actually liked that movie. Wasn't too much of a fan of Saltburn. Saltburn, to me, was sometimes, you know, those romance books that are just a little bit too spicy, and you're like, what was the need for this? That was kind of Saltburn, specifically, you know, a couple scenes. I'm just like, who's thinking of this? Why? I can't say that I'm a fan of her. Can't not say that I'm not of a fan of hers. But yeah, I am familiar with her work. And then she's also an actress, which is pretty cool too. But yeah, this was the first time kind of like putting a name with the movie, I guess. Like, if you said Emerald Fennell last week, I'd be like, huh, who? But yeah, so what are your thoughts on her?
Yeah, Promising Young Woman I liked as well. I didn't think it was like amazing or anything, but like I liked it. Like I thought it was good. Saltburn I liked. I thought it was fun. I don't know if I would rewatch it.
Yeah.
I think I probably preferred it over Wuthering Heights, just to be honest.
Really?
Just because it was a more original and more of like this one. I just struggle with her like concept of what an adaptation is. So I think because Saltburn was like more of an original one, at least I think it is. I like that one a little bit better. And then this one, I don't know. I really struggled with the way she adapted it. I think too, with adaptations, the director and the creators and the team should either be like very strict and follow it exactly, or I think they should make it like a lot looser. And even like movies like 10 Things I Hate About You is like technically an adaptation of Taming of the Shrew. So I think you should either like follow it really strictly or just like make it like your whole other thing. And I think this one kind of played in the middle a little bit. Yeah, not to hate on a female director, but not my favorite either.
To be honest, I think if I was an author, I would want to be on set, like how Emily Henry was on People on that Vacation. Yeah, I want to be on set, and like I still haven't read the book, but they might, make some little changes from the book, from the movie, but like I still want to be involved. Yeah, or like just change the name. It could have been. Yeah. It could have been how many days a week does it rain and wherever they were, England, okay? It could have been that. So.
Yeah, I think she was stuck on having the, like, Wuthering Heights of it all. And I think it would have been better if, she changed it.
But I did see a fun fact that this project started a bidding war prior to production with many rival studios wanting to acquire the picture. Warner Brothers ended up winning because of their commitment to a theatrical release of the film. But like, I wonder, why were they bidding so hard? Did they know that it was like Emerald, the director?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because of the name.
I think it was just because of the name. I don't know if Emerald was attached to it at that point, but I mean, she is a popular, I think, director. I think that like Saltburn and Promise Young Woman did have like a lot of critical and like a lot of acclaim and a lot of attention to it. So probably just the fact that it's an Emily Bronte book would be what I think.
Maybe so. But moving along to the rest of the cast, thoughts on Margot Robbie, and then our question, Jacob Elordi. Are you a fan of Jacob Elordi? Do you have his poster on your bedroom?
I am not like a Jacob Elordi head. In this movie, however, I was like, he is very tall. Like especially when his hair was cut, I was like, he is very tall. Like I see the vision. But he's never like amazed me. So I don't know. What about you?
So I first got exposure to him in Kissing Booth, which I think was one of his first roles. No. Yeah. I don't think and ever since that he plays Frankenstein, right? I kind of fear that if I watch him playing Frankenstein, I may not get that vision out of my head of him and Frankenstein. So, because I already can kind of see it. But I don't hate him, but if you want me to get to a movie, like, I'm not, oh, Jacob.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I'll be more team Jacob from Twilight than Jacob Elordi. So.
Me too. I do like Margot Robbie a lot, though. I don't think that it was interesting that she was cast in this movie because Catherine's character is supposed to be quite young. And I did struggle with that a little bit because Jacob Elordi is younger than Margot Robbie. Yeah. So it was a little interesting to me that she's like supposed to be playing a teenager. And
Jacob Elordi, I want to say, is like our age, like 28. Margot Robbie, don't know exactly how old she is, but I'm pretty sure she's like in her 40s. I actually really like Margot Robbie. Like, if you want me to go to see a movie, like put her name to it. Oh, she's 35. I'm sorry. Sorry, Margot, you're not 40. But it was giving kind of like Amy from Little Women. I'm like, you guys, I didn't read the book, but I knew she was supposed to be younger than what she was. So, so it was a little harder for me to, but side note, her skin was absolutely flawless in this movie.
Oh yeah, she looked amazing. I think she did a really good job acting too. It was just like a weird pick, but yeah, her skin did look amazing.
Yeah.
The skin wallpaper.
Fun fact: that was actually her skin. It was actually her skin. They
how'd they film that?
Well, they didn't film it. They excuse me. So I can read. They got a photocopy of Margot Robbie's skin, and the production designer, shout out Susie Davies, the graphic department manipulated the images, intensified the veins, and then experimented with the latex colors and printed Robbie's skin behind stretched padded panels. So like, yeah. Would you want your skin to be on a wall?
Never in my life. It's serial killer behavior. And when he opened the door, when he was like, "Oh, I told him to paint it the color of my wife's skin," I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be like pink or like creamy blush or something." Pink. But it had veins and moles on it.
I mean, I feel like that was like an artistic kind of thing. But was that point in the book?
Not that I remember. No.
Okay. Yeah. So no.
Unless I missed that when I was re-listening to the audiobook.
No, so you wouldn't, like, let's say, you're a billionaire. You want to be like, I want the walls to be my skin.
It could be my skin color, but I don't think it needs to have my veins and my freckles and stuff like that on there. Yeah, would you?
Absolutely not, no.
Yeah, why are you trying to set me up? Why are you trying to gaslight me into doing this?
No. I'm trying to zoom in on your skin to try to see, but yeah, we can go with what's the popular, we can go with an eggshell, like absolutely not. But okay. But yeah, I really like Margot Robbie. I'm trying to think what movie that I just like was like, oh, this girl's good. It was before
Tanya.
You know what? I saw a Barbie movie, and then I was like, wait. And then I looked her up afterwards, and she was she was Tanya. She was also Harley Quinn. Yeah,
she was really good as Harley Quinn. Don't like those movies that much, but she was really good as Harley Quinn.
Of course, she was Barbie. She was also in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. Yes, and she was in I believe it's a Quentin Tarantino movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where she plays.
That, but I want to.
It's good. I think she plays Sharon Tate. I think she's always really good in whatever movie she's in. Like anytime I see her, I'm never like, oh, her acting's bad. Like I think she's really, really good in it.
Yeah, and she's Australian, and it took me a while to realize that she is Australian. So, Chris Hemsworth. Yeah. I'm joking, Chris. I'm joking, Thor.
No, her accent work is very good. And then actually, Alison Oliver, who plays Isabella, in this, she's just like the ward of Catherine's husband, but in the book, she is his sister, I believe.
Wait, she was his sister.
I think in the movie she was just his I don't think it was technically his sister in the movie. They kept calling his ward, but maybe I'm wrong.
I thought could be wrong. Maybe
I could be wrong.
You said Alison Oliver? No, she said she was like her sister.
No,
she was like her sister, kind of annoying or whatever. Anyway, yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe I'm wrong then. I really like Alison Oliver. She's a really good actress as well. She was just in this show called Task that I watched. That was really good in it. But I think she is really quite good. And also they did some interesting stuff with her character.
Yeah, I have some questions. I have some questions.
Yeah, we'll go to book corner later where we can talk about this stuff. And then the actress who plays Nellie's character I wasn't super familiar with, and I was also not super familiar with the actor who plays Catherine's husband, Isabella's brother.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. That was the cast. So overall, you said you're not too much of a fan of the movie.
No, I mean, we can talk about this a little bit more when we talk about some of the changes from the book. But I just think that the director and, the creative team behind it just, I think they didn't change enough of it for it to be like a whole new like Wuthering Heights thing. Because I remember when people were first talking about it, they're like, "Oh, she's doing this like different thing with it. And it's gonna have a different aesthetic, and like the costumes don't need to be exactly historically accurate because she's doing this whole different thing." But I just don't think she like swung hard enough out of like adaptation. Because I think she still wanted the Wuthering Heights name to it. And I think that she did. I think the romanticizing of the relationship and like marketing it as like a Valentine's Day love story is not what Emily Bronte would have wanted.
Yeah.
And I think there's a way to do that would have worked out well, but I didn't really like it. And I went into the movie trying to be like, oh, like, let me just watch this as a movie and not necessarily as an adaptation. But I didn't really love it as just a movie itself. So yeah, no, wasn't super high on my list.
Okay. One kind of question.
Oh, book corner.
Yeah, book corner.
Yay.
So you said that you read this book in high school. Obviously this movie was a little spicy. Was the book as spicy as... Okay, so she did add some spice to the movie.
Yes, and I think that is doable because, like I said, in the book it's all told through Nellie's perspective. But at least from Nellie's perspective, they don't even have really a kiss scene. I mean, it's very obvious, and they state it a lot that they only love each other, and that their great loves are each other, and that they obviously like would have gotten married if there wasn't like there's a class difference. Heathcliff does not have a lot of money originally. But no, all the stuff about the affair, at least when you're telling it from Nellie's perspective, does not happen in the book at all. So
wait, the affair does not happen in the book?
Not really, no. I mean, so Heathcliff comes back. It's obvious that like Catherine was not over him. And is still like infatuated with him, and he still loves her. And Heathcliff does marry Isabella to get like revenge on Catherine and her husband. But no, I mean, there's not like them sneaking away to, go frolic around in the fields or the barn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, for listeners, we're talking about Catherine with the C in the book, not Catherine, not Catherine, our co-host.
Not me.
Maybe one day I will read the book, though, because prior to seeing this movie, a lot of TikTokers, excuse me, my screen time is 6 hours for a couple weeks, but a lot of TikTokers, like, they were saying how like Wuthering Heights is one of their favorite books, and I think I saw that someone said that Wuthering Heights was their favorite book, and so I'm like, oh, okay. So maybe I mean, after seeing the movie, I was kind of like, this is people's favorite book, but maybe I do need to read the book to be like, oh, okay, like I get it.
Yeah, it does tackle a lot of really interesting stuff, and I think it is interesting because it is a story about these two people who clearly should have been together because they are made for each other, really. Like, they do get along really, really well. And what happens when these two people are pulled apart, and what levels of revenge are they going to go to on each other's lives because they were not together. And that goes generationally. So in the book, can I spoil it for you?
I mean, sure.
Do you mind?
I mean, I don't think I'm gonna read it anytime soon. Yeah, I have a list.
Like in the book,
my bookshelf.
Catherine has a daughter.
Okay, because she was pregnant in the movie. Oh,
yes. Plot twist: her daughter's name is also Catherine, who goes by Kathy.
Okay.
So the book is kind of split into two parts. Of like at the beginning of Catherine when she's alive. And then the second half of the book is Heathcliff, who also has a son. Him and Isabella have a son. And Kathy, then when they're a little bit older, and it follows a lot of Heathcliff's continual like abuse, honestly, towards his son and towards Kathy and like her inheritance, because he like can't stand to be around her daughter because she looks like her, and her name is obviously Catherine as well. Catherine in the books has a brother, and there's a child there involved. So it's like a generational story of like revenge and yearning and all this kind of stuff. So I can see why it's people's favorites, but
yeah. Okay. So getting interesting, very interesting. And then also, I heard in the book that Jacob Elordi or Heathcliff. You know, I like the name Emerald. I don't know how I feel about the name Heathcliff.
Yeah.
Well, also that was Catherine's brother, right? Because is that true in the book? She was like, she told her dad, let's name him Heathcliff after.
No, I forget her brother's name. There's a lot of people's names because it's confusing because then like somebody names their son. It's like the last name, like Linton gets named. Someone their last name of Linton, someone gets named that as their first name. So it's kind of confusing. But no, her brother's name is Hindley, I believe, in the books.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, that's a bit weird that you're naming, you know, this.
Yeah, they changed that because there's the brother and the dad dies much earlier. And the brother is kind of the one who was more bullying and abusing Jacob Elordi's character. And I don't know if you want to ask your question about Jacob Elordi's character, because that kind of ties into why.
Yeah, so he was supposed to be... Okay, I did start the audiobook, but I did not get far into it at all. But he was described as dark-skinned gypsy, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Gypsy, maybe?
Yeah, that I think. Are you okay if I go ahead and answer? Or did you have a follow-up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Honestly, I was excited for this adaptation, and then as soon as I saw Jacob Elordi's casting, I was like, I think that was kind of the first sign, because Heathcliff's not being fully white is part of the reason why he is like abused and bullied. So it's the same. He gets adopted into this family through the father. It's very ethnically ambiguous because I think like what a like English person in the 1800s would describe like a dark-skinned gypsy, it's like unclear if he was maybe like a Spaniard or like something like that, or where he was coming from.
Well, to Emerald's side, Jacob Elordi, I think his dad is Spanish, so maybe.
Well, okay.
So maybe
it's like,
maybe
pull out the
Emerald.
ancestry.
No, like this was actually like a fun fact. Like he definitely is like half, like Spanish, like from Spain, Spanish. So maybe Emerald, maybe Emerald thought he was a dark-skinned gypsy.
Well, Emerald might need to expand her boundaries. I just think that is part of the reason why Heathcliff is kind of othered. He also speaks a different language when he first comes, and I think they kind of show that as maybe him being like quiet. And so he is made to be like a servant because the son doesn't like him, and when the son takes over the household, he like makes Heathcliff be a servant and stuff. So I think that was kind of the first clue that she just had an idea in mind of what she wanted, and I think that movie was just like a Jacob Elordi fan cam, to be honest. So that was definitely an interesting adaptation choice, because his like ethnic identity definitely plays into how his character is treated by other characters. So
yeah, I can see that, which was pretty interesting. Another question. I feel like this is just like a book club, but like only one person read the book. Another question. I really liked the Margot Robbie's costumes, by the way. like her dresses after she got married. But skipping a bit, Jacob Elordi or Heathcliff and Isabella, they get married.
Yes.
Isabella barking. What was that?
That is not in the books either.
Okay.
The Heathcliff Isabella stuff in the books is she is infatuated with him as it is in the movie. Similar to the movie, he just marries her to get revenge on Catherine and her husband for getting married. And Isabella realizes very quickly like that Heathcliff is not someone to be idolized, and they basically do hate each other in the relationship. And so that was another big choice that in the movie Emerald Fennell made that more of like a sexual kinky aspect, which I didn't. That part I really struggled with. I did not understand that because in the book it seems, at least when I'm reading it, it's more of like an abusive between Heathcliff and Isabella. And it's clear that she does not like him and she is in this terrible marriage. And he's being terrible to her on purpose because he wants Catherine and her husband to hear about it and stuff. But I thought that was weird in the movie to turn that into a... I don't know. You know, almost like an admired... Not like an admired, but I don't know. Just a weird... kind of thing.
Yeah, we're gonna put that with the bathtub scene in Saltburn. Emerald, like what's going on here? But one thing though, one kind of part I did kind of like about the movie though was, of course, Heathcliff. He was adopted, and then he went away for like 3 years or whatever. Then he comes back, and you know, I mean, maybe it was just a little gold hoop, but I was like, okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, the gold hoop worked for me. It worked for me.
He was working hard for his money, okay? You know how some people are like, I'm really focusing on my career right now. He was really focusing on his career right now. And he came back. And it was very Valentine's Day fitting that he came back for Catherine after 3 years of working on his career so he could provide for her. So I was like, okay, I like that.
He did look good. He did look good.
He did. You know, I didn't mind the long hair, but, you know, I was like, okay. He also had a gold tooth. I think that also was. I was like, okay, you've been around the world. Yeah. But, you know, I can see how maybe there was a choice to make him not abusive, because sometimes I'm like, okay, he's getting kind of borderline abusive, but I feel like he was like stopping. But I can see how maybe he could have been like abusive, like all the time, you know. So, or not all the time, but like to Isabella, to people around him. So I can definitely see that. But yeah, little side. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I think that the director definitely had like room to do with what she wanted, because it's not clear, I think, on a lot of stuff, because it is being retold by Nellie, and a lot of what Heathcliff and Catherine do to other people is just like manipulative and trying to get back at each other. But I think there was a lot of room for interpretation in the adaptation of like what did Heathcliff actually feel for who, and like why was he doing the things that he did, because it is like retold by the maid. But yeah, what fun fact were you gonna share?
It wasn't a fun fact. It was a question, actually. And I should have gave you some time for this question. But, let's say you are director Catherine Rowe. What book are you doing a movie adaptation on? I know I should have given you some time. I'm sorry.
Wow. Okay. I am very excited for the movie adaptation of Project Hail Mary coming up, so that would probably be one of mine, but that is currently being made. Sorry.
It's like nerd.
Relax. I would probably do my favorite book that I've read, which is This Is How You Lose a Time War, which I actually might do as an animated, because there's just a lot of sci-fi stuff in it that might need to be best if it's animated and not like bad CGI. But that's my favorite book ever. I've read it a couple times and I really love it, so I'll probably do that one.
Okay.
And that is a love story, so you'd be proud of me. It's a love story.
Okay. This is a time war, whatever. What is it called?
This is how you lose a time war.
This is how you lose a time war. Okay. Nice.
What would you do?
Great question, actually. I'm looking over here on my bookshelf. There's a romance book that I read last year called The Neighbor Favor. I think I might do that. That one has a pretty good story. Other books that I would do, they're like, at first I was like Great Gatsby, but taken. And they did a pretty good job at that. So I also read a book last year. I think I told you a little bit about this book, but Princess of 72nd Street. I would do that, but there's just some stuff that I don't understand about the character, and so I don't want to misinterpret anything, because I'm like, this lady's wild. The Princess of 72nd Street is a little wild, so I feel like, you know what, I'm gonna leave it for the reader's interpretation. I'm not gonna try to make a movie adaptation of it, but yeah. So, yeah. Other fun fact that I did have for you, that Alice and Oliver and Jacob Elordi actually did play siblings in Saltburn. Do you remember them?
Oh, I forgot Alice and Oliver was in that. That is interesting.
Yeah. So, another question that I had, I know we're kind of going all over the place for this movie, but the hanging scene at the beginning. Was there a hanging scene at the beginning of the book? So what?
Not that I remember.
So honestly, I thought they showed the hanging scene to show that, like, okay, honestly, this is where my head was going. Because I did get the spoiler alert that Heathcliff was supposed to be a dark-skinned gypsy. I thought that, okay, this is what I was thinking. I thought that the hanging scene was foreshadowing that basically Catherine and Heathcliff, Catherine with the C, not you, Heathcliff, they get caught having an affair, and then Heathcliff gets hung. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh no. And then I think you also said that it wasn't like a happy ending. So I'm like, oh, they're going to get him. And then even Margot Robbie was like, when the sister was like, oh, like, I want to go to the hanging. And she was like, you want to see this? I was like, oh no. But, so I thought that was going to happen, but it turns out like it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's a good though. The thought process of it, I can definitely see that. I think they just put it in there for mood. Honestly, I was like, am I watching a Pirates of the Caribbean movie? Like, that's what it felt like at first when the movie started, and then we cut into the I think I'm gonna die in this house tonight song.
Yeah. And that's why I was like, I gotta start researching what I'm getting myself into. But yeah. Also, Charlie XCX, she did some music for it. She didn't do the entire like soundtrack, but
yeah, almost. She did a lot of it though. She did a lot of the songs in it, which could you tell? Yeah.
Yeah. But one song that she did not do that I have honestly been listening to is that folktale song. The song when Margot Robbie, she's walking, she's not really walking down the aisle, but she's walking about to get married. Love that song. Very nice song. Very nice
song. That kind of made me want to re-listen to the Sinners soundtrack and some of their like folky songs on there.
Yeah, I have been listening to the Sinners soundtrack. Honestly, I've been listening to Black Panther, Sinners, and that song. So, what's the name? The name of the song is something. The name of the song is something. It is The Dark-Eyed Sailor. So, yeah, but I thought that was pretty cool. So, I'm on the edge of my seat, Catherine. What did you rank it on Letterboxd?
I give it 2 stars.
2. Okay.
Yeah, I really tried to go into it. Like, I already had thoughts with the Jacob Elordi casting and some of the stuff going into it. And I don't love the book, so I was kind of set up. But I was like, let me just enjoy this. I didn't have a good time. It wasn't even like bad fun. I thought it was just kind of bad. And there was definitely times that I enjoyed some stuff. Like, sometimes I was like, I can see what they were doing here. Like, I can see, like, with the Charlie XCX song, sometimes I was like, I see, like, the vibe she was trying to create with this. And, but yeah, I just, like, even when movies are bad, at least sometimes you can have a fun time. And I just thought this one, I was just, like, not having a great time through a lot of it. So I gave it 2. I'm sorry.
Wow.
What'd you give it?
To preface, I did not see or read the book. I gave it 3.5. It wasn't too bad from my end. I mean, the barking scene, didn't really get that. When at the end, when once again with the hanging scene, I'm like, we're opening with the public hanging, but what relation does this have? So I mean, like, it wasn't perfect, but I did like the gowns a lot. I think that it was shot very beautifully. So yeah, like, especially when she had like the veil like flowing in the wind. So yeah, so I gave it 3.5. Wasn't too horrible for me. There were worse movies, you know. But
I also liked the aesthetics, like visually. Like, I was like, if this was somebody's music video, this would be a great music video about Wuthering Heights inspired. But
yeah.
So where are you gonna rank it on your list?
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Also, but we didn't do our segment. Are they American or are they Nepo? Are they not American or are they Nepo baby? Spoiler alert, no one in this film was American. So
yeah.
Not even, I mean, Emerald Fennell is not American, so, but
yeah.
Let's see.
I can also go first if you're not ready.
I think I might be ready. I think I'm gonna rank it. I thought about this. I don't want to get ridiculed, but I think I might put it at 11. Under the Housemaid.
Okay.
But above Predator Badlands. Which, no. That feels bad.
Okay, put it wherever you want to.
No, I'm going to put it under Sarah's Oil, but above The Moment. So
okay.
That's where I'm going to put it, everybody. What about you, Catherine?
Listen, it has not yet upseated the Smashing Machine. I'm going to put it at 17. It's going to be... Smashing Machine is my lowest, and then Holiday Touchdown, A Bill's Love Story, and then Wuthering Heights. So
wait, so it'll be 18 for you? No, 19.
Oh, put it above Holiday Touchdown. Yeah, 18. My apologies, okay. 18. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. She did not like it.
Also, this is me realizing that I have After the Hunt after him, which definitely...
I mean,
doesn't feel like it. I feel like I should have put that higher.
I feel like him should be higher on my list.
I think After the Hunt should be like 15 for me. I might go do some editing of the list a little bit.
Nope, sorry, you can't edit. Sorry. Yeah. You gotta you get what you get, and you don't pitch a fit.
But sorry, I think my light just died.
But I feel like it was a little higher for me because some of the romance aspects, I was like, okay. Like, were you kind of rooting for them a little bit? Okay, I
think Heathcliff and Catherine should have ended up together, and I think it is sad in the book because they don't, because of like a lot of class and stuff that is separating them. And I think everybody's lives would have been happier if they ended up together, because I think they didn't, and they made it everybody's problem. So I was rooting for those two terrible people to end up with each other.
And another quick question, book corner question. So she dies from what, like sepsis?
Yes, she has her child, and then she dies pretty shortly thereafter. So I think combination of childbirth, and she was sick before that. Yeah.
Okay. That's how it happens in the book too.
And she is also ordered to not see Heathcliff anymore, and I think that does genuinely affect her a lot.
Okay. All right. Well, that is something. There. Well, interesting. Very interesting. But that was Wuthering Heights. It was a low-ranking
Wuthering
movie
Heights.
for Catherine. What did I say? Wondering?
Yeah, Wuthering Heights.
Hey, if Emerald can do that adaptation, I can call it Wuthering Heights. No, I'm joking.
Honestly, you know what? I'm gonna crop that out. Yes, you can. Let's leave it in.
We saw the movie. I was like, oh, okay, cute little romance. Well, not cute little romance at all. After the movie, I went to go drive to my parents' house, and I had a lot of thoughts going on through my head during that drive. I was like, It wasn't like, oh, where's my Heathcliff? It wasn't that. It was just like, just a lot of thoughts. So, yeah. So I feel like that sums up the movie. Just a lot of thoughts, and can't really put my finger on all of the thoughts.
And I don't think the director could either. So maybe we're all just in a little bit of chaos together. But yeah, so that was Wuthering Heights. And next week, we're going to be watching Sinners in preparation for Oscars season and for Black History Month. So really excited to rewatch that one. We are.
Yeah. You don't have to fake Catherine. You don't have to.
I'm not. I am excited to watch it. It was my number 2 movie.
Wow, number 2 couldn't be number 1.
Actually, it was my number 1 movie of 2025. Yeah, okay. It was my number 1, but my number 2 Oscar movie. But until then, you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at A-listers_pod. And we've been blown up a little bit on our TikTok. And everyone who likes our TikTok should then follow our TikTok as well. Like, comment, also follow and subscribe.
Yeah.
Or watch or listen to our podcast episodes on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you're listening. You can find them on there. Or email us at moviesandyap, YAP, @gmail.com.
Yeah. And fun fact for those Apple Podcast listeners, Apple just said in the spring that they will now be like video capability. Like you can now like watch podcasts, because before it's just been solely audio. But now you can also have the video with it. So stay tuned for that capability to come by.
It's so exciting when Apple catches up to Spotify like a year or two later.
You don't no. I'm pretty sure Apple like started podcast. Because you could listen to podcasts like on your like iPod.
Well, Spotify made them what they are, and that's really what's important at the end of the day.
You know what? Spotify listeners are really just like like we do not care. Yeah. This is coming from an Apple Music listener and a Spotify person.
We're a divided podcast household. But that's okay. We work it out in the marriage counseling, so it's all right. We will survive.
Would you? Last question before we go. Would you like to be Heathcliff's and Catherine's marriage counselor?
Never in my life. I wouldn't want to be Catherine and whatever his name is, Egerton's. That would be the real. Because I think if Heathcliff and Catherine are together, they'd probably be happier than.
Oh yeah.
That other guy.
But all right. Well, thanks for joining, and we'll talk to you all next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.